YouTube fam, what is going on? Please like and subscribe. And I do have a little Patreon going on right now. If you want to buy me a little cup of coffee, put a little something something in there, hook a brother up. We got that out of the way. Now let's get down to business. Check this out, guys. The C1 that I had, the LG C1, I put up that video, the best gaming TV of all time, right? Well, someone put in the comments, too bad the SDR gaming is not that great. And that's something I never looked into, because we do play a lot of older games over here. I never looked into that at all. So once I looked into it, and my way of looking into things is, I have a store up here. It's the best store in the United States. And it has everything, as far as you could put the TV side by side. You could use the remotes. You could tune the TV all you want. All you have to do is make sure you reset it before you leave. You could even bring in a console. You could even bring in your Blu-ray player if you want. So I brought my PlayStation 5 up there to verify what this gentleman was saying. And lo and behold, the SDR was dim on the LG. I kid you not. We messed with all the settings. Actually, the LG representative was actually up there at the time. And something that he didn't really know about too much. He didn't really talk about either, but I think that's something they don't really talk about. But the moral of the story here is, that's just one of the reasons you're seeing the Sony in front of you. Picture quality always trumps features. The LG C1 has a plethora of gaming features. We'll give it that, right? But the picture quality on the Sony, the LG looks good. It looks great when it's sitting there by itself. It looks fantastic until the Sony's next to it. And I got to test out the Sony A80J and the Sony A90J, which are neck and neck, except for the A90j is brighter. But everything else is the same, pretty much, as far as looks and, it's just like basically an A80J, you put a heat sink in it, you got the A90J. And it's just a little bit brighter. So, fantastic TV. Sony's number one. And I hate to just throw it out there just like that. But I know I'm going to get some thumbs down on this from fanboys, and some thumbs up for the people that love Sony. But every time I grab a Sony, it's always better. And I tried to go back to LG, and there's nothing wrong with LG's TV set. Until you get it next to the Sony, it looks better in all ways. Upscaling, depth of field, overall accuracy of the picture, out of the box tuning. We're talking about picture quality only right at this point. Over the air antenna, it's a 3.0 4K over the air antenna, and that's something I use to watch sports. Free over the air antenna is coming in 4K in my area here this November and December. It's already up the street over here, 60 miles up, and they already have it. So that's another big factor. Then it's an outstanding gaming machine as well in SDR for the older games, an outstanding gaming machine in HDR. It doesn't have the VR yet, but either does the Sony PlayStation 5, which I have. But we all know they're not going to leave that out. We're getting some videos out there that people are trying to do the scare factor. They did that with the Dolby Vision as well, with the 930E and the Z9D. The Dolby Vision scare factor, they did that way back in the day, and tried to scare everybody saying the Dolby Vision is never going to come. It took Dolby Vision a year to put that damn thing on there. And the first go around, it was kind of dark, and then they brightened it up, and then now it's, perfected for, player-led Dolby Vision. That's as good as it's going to get. But it looks great. It looks good. Does it look better than the chipset inside the Sony having the Dolby Vision now? No. And that's another topic. The Dolby Vision's brighter than the LG C1 in Dolby Vision. It's a hair brighter. It's like a little bit brighter than the G1, I thought, as well, because I had the C1, G1, the A80J, and the A90J. All the top TVs were sitting right there next to each other. Matter of fact, we did the test, and we did pull in the G1 later. So I stand corrected. We did pull that one in a little bit later, but I was already had my mind made up after I saw the A80J in person next to the other TVs. and they weren't all, it wasn't all juiced up with Vivid either. These were actually TVs that were semi-calibrated, and I got to mess with the settings to my liking as well. And as you guys know, hey, I'm a Sony guy, so I tried to, at least listen to people and say, oh, the C1's the best gaming TV, but it's just it's the king of gaming TV, king of gaming features. But, and it has an outstanding picture, don't get me wrong, but the Sony guys, you can't beat Sony in every aspect as far as the picture quality. So every game that we played on the Sony versus the LG, it looked better on the Sony. It overall looked better. So, I know, except for anything that would have to do with the VRR, because it doesn't have VRR or anything, it doesn't have anything like that to, LG wins right there because it already has out of the box, it has all those features. But I don't buy TVs necessarily for features. I'm old school. I buy for the picture quality first. First and foremost, picture quality, features second. And as long as this has 120 refresh rate and it has the VRR, which they're promising, empty promises, blah, 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 scare tactics, people trying to do the videos trying to get people to watch by scaring everybody, saying it's not going to come out and this, that, the other. It'll be out because they have to have it for the PlayStation 5. We all know that's their baby, and they're going to put it on the TVs as well. I wouldn't worry about that at all, guys. I mean, besides that, I understand that the LG has some bugs in some of their gaming features as well. I don't know all the bugs. Some of you guys are way, way more technically versed in the gaming than I am, but from what I'm hearing is there's some bugs actually in the LG's stuff right now. Like they're saying, out of the box, you get some bugs as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I pretty much ranted on for about 7 minutes, looks like here. And that's just some of the topics that I've noticed. It's just the Sony A80J and the A90j are the two best TVs right now out there you could buy. These TVs have actually bridged the gap between LED and OLED, and they look fantastic. So this was my choice. This is my opinion, and I know some people are not going to like the opinion, but it is what it is. And you guys have a good one. Look for further videos. We're going to have a plethora of videos coming up about this fantastic TV. Of course, I still have the Z9F as well. You guys have a good one.